Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing Perfume new album, Future Pop. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the album, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Future Pop is Perfume's 6th original album, and it's hard to believe that they managed to get so far and stay on top of their game for over a decade now. And to be quite honest, I was a little bit worried about this album because I wasn't sure how it was going to be like, considering it contains many songs that were released as singles, and it makes for half of the album, which is usual with Perfume. But this time there is a twist: no album mixes, which is a first since their first album Game came out 10 years ago. This Perfume album might be their most focused and coherent sound-wise in a long time. I had an absolute blast listening to it, and my worries were fastly put aside the moment I was halfway through the album and realized that everything was incredibly enjoyable altogether. It also managed to do something that doesn't happen very often with me. It made me enjoy songs that I didn't like much on the singles, but for example, If You Wanna or Hoseki no Hame, as part of the album and how they are put in the tracklist, they just really grew on me as part of the album, and it really made me feel like they were essential to it. Sound-wise, like I said, this is their most coherent one yet. I really felt like Nakata here has an approach that feels very focused, like he had a plan all along the moment Tokyo Girl was released for this album, and from the intro startup to the final song, Every Day, this album keeps on following this sound that I think might make some not enjoy it as much as I did, because it might seem a bit repetitive, but for me it was the other way around. And the moment I listened to it, I just wanted to get back to it again and again. Like I pointed out, there are no album mixes on this album, which is a first since Game was released, and I know that the album mixes were a way to give a new take on songs that were released as singles, but personally, for the last couple of albums, I've been more fed up with them than anything, so not having any on Future Pop felt like a relief more than anything. All the songs released as singles on this album, I made videos about them and I won't expand more on what I think of them, and like I said, many songs grew on me as part of this album. But of course, songs like Tokyo Girl, Mugen Mirai, Every Day stay as amazing as they were the first time I heard them. But now let's talk about the new songs off this album. We get 6 new songs, although the intro startup is quite short but still very pleasant and almost make me wish we had a full version of it. The song Future Pop surprised me because I didn't expect it to be so chill, especially the beginning with the guitar, but the song is a good example of how the album is overall. It's a mix of chill and electronic songs that all blend in together to make the album such a good one to me. Tiny Baby is a super cute up-tempo song that I was surprised to enjoy as much as I did, but the cute aspect of the song is never too cheesy or over the top, and it really makes it work quite well. Let Me Know gave me major Star Train vibes, and it's the kind of ballad that makes me very emotional, so it worked wonders on me and became one of my favorite songs of this album quite fast. It has this innocent and childlike, soft atmosphere that feels warm and sweet, and it's really hard to resist. Chorerin might be one of the songs that feels a bit like the rest here and more of a filler, but I have to say as part of the album it blends quite well, although it does sound like something we heard before with them. Tenku is another of my favorite one of this album. I just love how the melody goes, and it feels like a great electronic Perfume song that feels very mature with a hint of cuteness in it that works really well. I had doubts about Future Pop, and I'm happy to say that I came out of listening to this album happy and extremely surprised by how good it ended up being. And what I love the most is how the flow of the album was so well directed in a way that allowed well-known songs and the new ones to blend in all together in a very natural way, and this album might end up on my top 3 Perfume albums, if I have to be very honest here. But I had such a blast with it, and that's why I gave it 5 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of future pop down below, and I'll see you next time.